I have your attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Your host Superman in the house. I don't know, 2026 has started off with quite the bang, hasn't it? Bang, bang. So yeah, that's amazing. Let's leave that bear market behind and bull. Let's go. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff indeed. Now, obviously, we're going to get into a lot of stuff around the stock market, crypto market to kick it off. And then we're going to get into Pulse Chain because it is looking pretty hot. LibertySwap, of course, leading the way, but there are a few others as well. So we're going to talk about all those. Going to give some updates through LibertySwap, through Rack and Michelle with Coinwell coming up, Joshua Wu, the Wuji Gang, and of course ProveX, and of course Tornado Cash, OA. I mean, there's lots of stuff to talk about, guys. Going to be a lot of fun. All right, I think the Hex conference is on day 3. I think that might be on too. We might check that out later on as well. Let me pin the show to the top of the X profile. If you haven't smashed the subscribe button on YouTube or hit the follow button on X, go and do that. Things are starting to pick up, really starting to grow and get momentum there. So you guys play a huge role in it, of course. Community. Get out there, folks, and share the channel around because we're covering Pulse Chain virtually every day. 6 years now, guys, Hex and Pulse Chain. So get out there and let's build for the bull market this year. Woohoo! Let's go. Got to be excited. All right, so let me get the link here, and you guys can, if you're out there, don't forget the repost there. Thanks, Fast Abdul got out straight away with the repost. Appreciate that. Big shout out to Fast Abdul. So repost show on X, and yeah, that's sharing is caring. As they say, sharing is caring. All right, so don't forget, also get in the chat there as well. I love a lively chat, so I'll talk about all those comments. You know, I'm pretty good like that, pretty good. All right, so let's go. Man, I'm excited. You guys excited? These charts are damn exciting, so we're going to get into all it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, I've probably got an X1 blockchain show coming up. Been doing one about every week. Probably got one of those. I might do it today. We'll see how time goes. It could happen today, and we're going to actually do a bit of a walkthrough too, bit of how to use things because there's not much out there on that. So I might actually do maybe an A to B, just to see how people can get on to the blockchain and buy and sell stuff on XDEX and things like that. They're still rolling out the foundation for X1, so we'll get to that in the video. We may do that today. Either today or tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. All right, we got David in the house there. Big shout out. Evening. Hope Coin Mafia goes live soon. I'm knackered. Yeah, well, it was supposed to be Thursday. It's Friday here in New Zealand, 11:39. But Thursday is sort of a target date. It must be pretty soon. That's all I can think of. I can't see anything about the launch. I did have a quick check before the live stream, but we will be covering it nevertheless later on. So stay tuned. That's probably getting close anyway. What else? Let's get into the show. Let's kick it off with the stock market and see how things went. Yesterday, remember, the stock market pulled back just a little bit after having quite a nice New Year rally. New Year rally, of course, very bullish for the year ahead. That's all we can say. We've got David. We've got MVS in the house there. Good morning, Superman. Great to see MVS in the house there. MVS, of course, is the editor-in-chief of the Monster Thread. So big shout out. He works very hard on that every week. 35 weeks now? Amazing stuff there. And, of course, also the promotional lead for the Crypto Night Show. So if you do need any promotions, hit Crypto MVS up or myself. And let's get going. Let's get going with 2026. All right, so let's kick it off with the stock market. And we can see at the moment we got a pretty good day. Actually, S&P 500 ends flat as chips dip ahead of key jobs data. So we've got key jobs data there. Remember, job data is one of the 2 key inputs besides inflation for the Federal Reserve. Let's have a look at the Dow Jones. Dow Jones is up quite nice, though. 0.5%, 270 points to 49,266. Oh, my goodness, that's getting close, isn't it? Let's look at that. That is very close. Look at that, near all-time highs. That is insane. Let's go to the 6 monthly chart there on the Dow Jones, and let's go to the 1 month, actually. Let's go to 1 month. We just had our all-time high, 49,495, but We're at 49,266. We're going over 50,000, guys. It's going to be interesting. 50,000 on the Dow Jones. Wow. All right, so S&P 500 is flat today, as the title of the article said, and that is sitting at 6,921, and just off the all-time highs as well. Only about 30 points, I think that is too. So look at the last year, yeah, just off the high. We got the Nasdaq at the moment down almost 0.5%, 104 points to 23,480, and that's off the highs as well. So everything is just off the highs at the moment. Not bad though, not bad on the stock market there. US dollar 98.6, just slightly stronger over the last day or two. Looking at commodities, we've got West Texas at up 4%, $58.40, $2.40 increase today. Brent oil is pretty flat, $62.70. Gold is up over 0.5%, $25 to 4,487. And of course, that's doing amazing too, isn't it? So let's go to the last 6 months. Yeah, just off the highs there. What's that about? Maybe $50 below the all-time high. And the old gold and silver there at the moment down 1%, $76.70. Also off the highs, right? Also off the highs, and of course we can see recently it got up to about $82. So we're about $6 below the all-time high, but incredible stuff with gold and silver. And of course, you may have seen some videos about people, queuing up in silver and gold stores to sell some of their gold or to buy some, depending on which side they're on. Most of them probably buying. That's probably the case there. So that's kind of where we are with the markets. We are heading, of course, we've got the jobs report data coming up. Initial claims for state unemployment benefits, rose 8,000 to a seasonally adjusted 208,000. So we've got all that sort of stuff happening. So attention turns to the non-farm payrolls report. That's Friday, so that will be tomorrow's data, won't it? So non-farm payrolls tomorrow is what we're expecting now. All right, so that is that. Let's jump away and let's kick into the Federal Reserve. Let's see what the Federal Reserve, whether that responded to that the minor job unemployment result there. Let's see if it did that. Let's see, it was 17% yesterday, wasn't it? Or 13%. It was 12.6% at the moment. So no change expected. We've got 2 weeks and 5 days to go until the next Fed meeting. But, March, how's that? 37%. So, yeah, still not there, but I think we'll get there by March. Guys, for another rate cut. They need another rate cut. I mean, it's the gap's too big. Let's see. Give me a job on the Fed. I'll be there. All right. Probably not. It's a bit boring. But that is the play. There's the play. All right. Let's get into some more comments, and we're going to get into the crypto majors next. We've got a few other people jumped in. Great to see you all. We got Super Snake in the house there. What's up, family? Good to see you, Super Snake. Big shout out. We got Sean O'Malley. Good morning, team. Good morning, Sean. Always a pleasure. Fast Abdul, I'm here for the tech. Big shout out to Fast. I did mention you at the beginning of the video. You were the first one to do a repost of the show. I appreciate that. And of course, you've been on your own shows and working on all your tech. Of course, we're also all very excited about Vouch 369 coming up. So very, very cool. We got Sean in the house there. PCock up only there, says Sean. Yeah, we'll get to that. That's coming. That's our main topic. That's been the last couple of days. Pretty big deal. Feed the flock up only, says Sean Malloy. Yeah, that's right. Peacock is flying. Those beautiful feathers. And of course, Peacock there with the male. The male bird is the good looking one. Relatively speaking, of course. we got that play. All right, let's move on. Let's move on next. All right, let's get to the crypto majors. And we got, at the moment, we got total market cap on crypto, 3.187 trillion, down 0.7%. Remember, our market cap is still very small for crypto compared to other world market asset classes. Still a long way to go. You guys are still here super early. Bitcoin at the moment, $91,058, up 0.1%. Ethereum down 1.4% at $3,108. But they're still holding over key marks in 90K, 3K. We got XRP is down 2.5%, $2.13. Now, obviously, with a lot of TradeFi moving into a blockchain for their payment system, then XRP and Ripple are likely to benefit quite strongly from that. BNB, because they've already got that sort of set up with banks. Number 5, BNB down 0.8%, $890 right now. Solana is up 1.7% at number 6 at $138. And of course, Solana, like Ethereum, should benefit from the stablecoin boom. and probably tokenization and things like that. It's obviously got high transactions per second. So, it's probably going to do pretty well. Also, Tron there, down 1%, 29.5 cents. Number 8, Doge down 3% there at 14 cents right now. And guess what's happened, guys? Cardano or ADA got flipped again by good old Figure Halleck there, number 11 and 12. Isn't that funny? But ADA will be back, I'm sure. ADA will be back, I'm sure. The best performer over the last 24 hours is Solana, up to 1.7%. Best performer over the last week is XRP, up 13.9%. There we go. All right, so the top 100, let's have a look at that. Top 100 is Render, it's up 60%. Number 2 is Pepe, up 31%. Polymatic there, up 28%. Suchain up 25%, and Bits of Tau there, 24%. That's where we are right now. And I think we saw, scrolling down here a little bit here, I might talk about that on another show. But anyway, total gainers on the top 1,000. We got New Mine Token is Jihadi coin here. And of course, we got Palladium Network, number 3 there in the top 1,000. Trending, Zcash is down 10%. So a bit of hit on the privacy, I guess. Pudgy Penguins, pretty flat. And Brevis there as well. Not sure if that's Brevis and Butthead, but it's in the trending. So that's our markets at the moment. So kind of flattish, really, I would say. Just more of a flat market. With a bit of gain, a few gainers, a few losers. That's kind of where we are at the moment on the old CoinGecko. All right, that's pretty much it for our coverage. We've got a comment here from Super Snake. Super, do you think the semi-micro pump will hold? I'm thinking it's a bull trap, but the FOMO is still real. Well, we know we're going to have a lot of resistance to the upside, so it may very well do. I don't want to call anything on that. Certainly, we've had a good start to the year. That's probably all I'd say. We're getting a bit of a green day again, and we'll get into that a bit more as we go. But we still have a few issues on the chain, and so if we get past those, I feel pretty good. We got Heartwood Dog in the house there. Good morning, Super. Hey, Heartwood Dog, always a pleasure. Now, if you guys haven't checked out the Pulse of the Fallen Season 1 and, of course, the Chronicles of Hog, Somi, and Andrew Tate, both of those are fully out now. So the 14 chapters of Pulse of the Fallen Season 1, as well as the 7 editions of the Chronicles, go check them out. Pulse Chain's very lucky to have our own anime series. It really is amazing. So big shout out with Dog, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. So very excited about that. Now, what's coming up for 2026? Pulse of the Fallen Season 2, guys, is expected. And, man, I think we're going to have some twists and turns. And, fun stuff happening there. Hog does seem to have got his powers back. And so, LibertySwap Tears, was it? LibertySwap Tears, I think it was, yeah. And defeated the 6 in the Chronicles. Pretty exciting stuff. So, a big ad off there to Heart with Dog. We'll catch up with you in the new year very soon. All right, we got Wookie in the house there, super duper. Hey, good to see Wookie. Wookie is our community leader in the Discord. Big shout out. I'm sure Brenton, he's just had his baby. I think he announced his baby yesterday. And I'm sure he's busy with that too, one of our mods. So big shout out to Brenton, thinking about you, mate. And good on you. Good on you. Go for gold, as they say. Heartwood Dog says, Hog loving the bonding with PCock, up almost 100% in the last 7 days. How about that? Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, riding the bird, is it weird? Season 2 will cook, says Heartwood Dog. Absolutely looking forward to Pulse of the Fallen Season 2. Pulse Chain's anime series. Can you believe it? A blockchain with anime series. Absolutely amazing there. Just keep going. All right, let's get into the Pulse Chain results, eh? Well, talked about, we had Super Snake asking about where do you think this Pulse Chain's pump, was it going to be a mini pump? It's going to get shut down. Well, yesterday we kind of had that little retrace, didn't we? But today we're turning green again. So I think we've got to be a bit more optimistic that we're moving up, and we're getting very close to the Pruvex sacrifice finished. We've got a lot of things heading in the right direction. Obviously, we've got a lot of profit taking and a few issues around it. But it looks good at the moment. And you guys know, as prices go up, it gets a lot harder to get that volume. You pay a lot more prices for the volume, so just remember that, and it's always something to think about. All right, let's get into the results for day number 972 on Pulse Chain. Day 972 on Pulse Chain. Pulse Chain, for those that are new, was a full system stake fork of Ethereum on the 10th of May 2023. It launched a couple of days later on the 13th of May, and here we are 972 days later. and pretty amazing. Richard Hart, of course, is the founder of Pulse Chain. Also defeated the SEC in court, which is really the only one to do that fully and properly, which was pretty amazing back, pretty much closed down the SEC on the 7th of July last year. So we're really moving forward here. In fact, what's that, 6 months or something? So pretty amazing. And here we are with Pulse. Pulse at the moment, quadruple 158, up 6.43%. We'll take that. Still super cheap right now, still in this kind of range. So we've got to still break out of here. And we're at PulseX at the moment, quadruple 125, up 5.27%. And we're sitting at 12.5% the main sacrifice price. So we're still, still down this range, still got to break out. So still work to be done. And so, maybe there's a lot of optimism that we can break from here because we've still been stuck here for quite some time and we're getting a bit of a green candle. So let's see if we can match that up. We got the buy and burn sitting at 8.38% of the public supply of PulseX. That is only shrinking, guys. PulseX is not, it's not inflating, it's no inflation. It's just the total amount, and it just keeps getting burned away. And we're now 8.38% burned off at the moment. Now, we could see a number of fundamentals come for PulseX in the future. So we're going to keep a lookout for that, both supply sinks and burning and things like that. So keep a lookout for that one. Ink token at the moment, 62.6 cents. And we're up 3%. We got Hex at the moment on Pulse Chain, 2800th of a penny, up 5%. EHEX at the moment, 00095. Remember that on the old EHEX, you're getting quite a bargain there on the old EHEX at 3 zeros. Combined price of EX and PX at the moment at 3800th of a penny. So good buying there for the old Hex. Now, I saw some comments about staking Hex. Yeah, well, staking maybe not so hot right at the moment, but if the price goes back up, on that, when less people are staking because it's not their art, and those that are staking, we may reap the rewards there. We have seen a lot of max stakes, 5555s. So there's still a lot of stakers there. But just holding as well is the other alternative, right? Just holding is the one, just scooping up the volume. And of course, they have got quite thin liquidity, maybe less sell pressure as well. So yeah, we'll keep an eye out on the old Hex. We've got gas prices right now. We've got 350,000 beats, pretty similar to yesterday, I think, maybe slightly lower. 0.2 of a penny for a PulseX swap right now on PulseX. We got the validators that are shoring up the chain. 51,942. I think that's up just slightly from yesterday. And the bridge at the moment is 79 million. So we're definitely up on the bridge there. What were we yesterday? 78.2. I think it was 78, or was it 77.9? Something like that. Anyway, I think we might be up at least about 800K. 800K there on the old bridge. All right, so that is pretty much, keep an eye out on some of these metrics like ETH and Wrap Bitcoin. Just have a feeling about that, but particularly ETH, we'll keep an eye out for that. All right, and the other one we're going to look out for too is, I don't know, we'll have a look out for that, but USDC is going to be pretty possibly be interesting. All right, let's get into the results at the moment. Overall, we've got 6.4 million in volume, so a better day in the office because we've been down at like 4.5 million. But we've been not doing too bad the last couple of days, 6.5. So we're about 6.4 million at the moment. So it's better than normal. Obviously, we want to get back over 20 mil. I mean, it's kind of minimum we want to get over. But at this value, we're still doing about $1.8 billion a year in volume. And so yeah, let's see it is. So at the top at the moment, what is the top 100 trending? I don't know. I must have got some zoom on this, but let's speed that up there. Actually, just one more. Let's go down a bit more. How's that looking on thing? Not too bad. All right, so we got Zendog at the top there at the moment, up 35%. That's paired up with the PCock, right? Zendog. It's doing pretty well, up 35%. We got PCock at the moment dominating. Look at that. This is the top 100 trending on Dex Screener for Pulse Chain. And we've got PCock there, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Then we've got Zero Trust, another one tied into the PCock. So we've got Zero and Zendog. Some people call this the sort of the PCock trifecta, I think. But we've got that. We got number 12 PCock, number 13 PCock, number 15 PCock. PCock there doing pretty well. In fact, it was even more pairs there earlier today. So yeah, we got a lot of PCock pairs there right now. What's that, about 12 pairs in the top 15? Something like that. Yeah, 12 pairs in the top 15. So PCock at the moment up 30. Let's just round up 35%, and we're sitting at around about 0.2 of a penny, just under that right now. So pretty amazing stuff. Obviously, that runs down. We've got number 11 Zero Trust and number 14 Liquid Loans making a bit of a move. So yeah, shock and horror there. That is moving 30%. So we'll probably have a quick look at that. And we're going to come back to PCock, so hold on to your hat for that. But yeah, bounce for the old liquid loans. I don't know. Are they going to bring in some of that sweet cash and do some pumping? Let's see. Are they going to be that cool? We shall see. But at the moment, anyway, it's ramping up, so not too bad. We're going to check the pulse ratio, though. You guys know that's the true test, right? The true test of a man, as it were. Is that a beta man or an alpha man? I don't know. What do you think? We got up 8 days. I was going to go down that rabbit hole with that, but I thought I'd stop. We got Property View in the house there. Yes, great show. They appreciate that Property View. Big shout out. And Springer there says rotating PCock profits into PDDC. That's his move right today on that one. Yeah, well, people doing that, doing some bit of rotation. But maybe underestimating the power of the PCock, my friend. The power of the PCock. We'll talk about that coming up. But obviously, PDC, a good project on PulseTrend. Let's have a look, especially if you can, if it's off the lows. Let's have a look at the pulse ratio there on liquid loans. Big power move there with the ratio. So liquid loans essentially gone from one liquid loan to pulse of 0.17 to now 0.3. Let's say 0.3. So quite the move there. So a nice strong move there on a bit of volume. Just a bit of volume candle you can see coming in there. Still pretty thin liquidity, 75k. This is the number one liquidity fork, but for how long? Right? Fast Abdul says not for long, because Vault 369 is coming down the line. I think that's some fighting talk. We like the fighting talk there with the liquidity forks. So there we go. Liquidity forks amongst friends. Do you want a martini? Shaken not stirred. No, shaken not stirred. Anyway, we got number 16 there at the moment. So we got a Troper up 30%. A Troper from James Maria up 30%. We got Teddy Bear from James Maria up by 20% as well. So they seem to be on the move right now. PDC the Greys, as Springer said, is up 15% at the moment. You got to be careful with your rotation when you got PCock up 35%, and you got PCock, got PDC up 15%. But it's on the move. 9mm, the second biggest deck. So we've got two main dexes, right? PulseX and 9mm. And 9mm there is sitting at 1 cent, up 12.5%. And they've got their distribution, which is closing down today. I think you got to claim it today, or I think maybe today by tomorrow, because we're a day ahead. So by tomorrow, you got to claim it for your old 9mm yield. So they keep delivering their profits to the people, power to the people, or at least to those who hold the NFTs, I believe. But that's up at 1 cent now. So congratulations for the old 9mm there, and they deserve it. I mean, they're just. So 1 cent, pretty good. They're sticking up there. And, of course, the pulse ratio, let's look at that for the 9mm DEX. This should get severely re-rated as PulseTrend does get on a reversal. This will be quite severe. I think it will get quite severe, the re-rate on the old 9mm. Now, let's jump over to 9mm volume right now. We're doing 6.4 million, 629,000. But as you guys know, if prices start rallying, this turns into millions pretty quick. And the volumes go up as well. So volumes and volume times price, whatever. So that's pretty cool. Let's jump into the next one. So we're going to go down here. Now, we've got Bria sneaking in. Bria's moving around a little bit here, but Bria's at number 16. That is at 0004100, up 24% as well. And we've seen that it already was running for some time. You can see the chart on the US there on the weekly. We go to the pulse ratio. That's already been climbing, and we had quite a bit of a move on the daily. We got up to 29.39 pulse per Bria. Is now 25.87 pulse per Bria, but essentially on a breakout here. And of course, it's getting ready for Coin Mafia and but particularly CoinWell and CoinArchy, I believe, which is supposed to be the AI agent there, which you do queries, right? Do queries, what's my return? What's this sort of thing? I think that's the idea. And at the moment, that's on the up and up. So pretty cool. One of the beneficiaries of the Rack and Rochelle ecosystem about to be unleashed. Do you like that? Unleashed. I wish I had some of those movie things movie talk over things. That'd be pretty cool. All right, so that's kind of where we are right now. PTC the Grey's making a bit of a move though. We've got Reserve Tay there coming down with the old USDX team, Katie and all that. Not KDP, but Katie. Sorry, KDP. Katie and potentially James and Maria there up 12%. Sparta at number 31 up 11% there. We got World's Greatest PDI printer from OG WebChef at number 32 up 11%. Pump Tires at number 33 up 10%. Pump Tires, not getting too much love. Obviously, Pulse Chain's down, but it's still ticking away there, right? Still ticking away, and that's at 00, so 2600th of a penny. Let's look at the Pulse ratio. Is that getting a bit of a bounce? Kind of still down there. It's up a little bit, but still down there, 167. And its glory days were all the way back up here at the beginning, of course, and they were pretty big numbers, 1600 or so. So still about a 10x higher in the ratio. So that will depend on a few factors like pulse rallying, activity on pump tires. Obviously, that will happen more as pulse rallies, but also face competition from Coin Mafia coming up, right? So that's going to be interesting. So cool. What else do we got going? Let's scroll down here. We got DevC at number 39, UFO at number 37, up 7%, Curve up 7% here at number 42. We're starting to get into some of the Richard Hart coins right now. PulseX and Hex around 5-6%. They seem to still be climbing as we're doing the live stream, the old Hex and that. So we've got a bit of a move on the old Pulse Chain cores, and I do see a bit of a sentiment change on Pulse Chain, bit more optimistic, a bit more excited as opposed to the pre-Christmas. We're a bit depressed in that. So we are getting a bit of a sentiment uplift as well. We got Vouch at number 63 right now, up 5%. So that's cool. That's obviously top tier, number one validator on Pulse Chain, and that's on the move. We've also got the Validator X, the Up and Up X ecosystem from was it Plus X? I think it's Plus X. That's number 2 validator, just behind Vouch. So they're sitting here at the moment. When Pulse rallies, these things should rally hard at the moment. Source Minimi are supposed to be migrating. Haven't seen that yet. 4% at the moment there at 5.8 cents, and that's sitting at number 63. We've got Remember from OG WebChef number 66, up 3.8%. Unity from Cryptographics. So hopefully we're going to have an interview tomorrow. It's not confirmed yet, but it's kind of penciled in. We'll see. But that's number 67, and it's up 3.7% right now. We'll scroll down some of these. And Ink Token, we've got a Phoenix at number 75, up 3%. Pump Tires Die, up 3% at number 77. P Tiger here at number 81, up 2%. Let's have a quick look at P Tiger, see how that's getting on. Just sort of moving sideways at the moment. Does seem to have found a consolidation range. Really got to hold that range, right, and move up. Otherwise, probably cascade failure if it doesn't, right? It's got to hold that 2,500th of a penny mark there. All right, let's scroll down. What else there? Let's see what else is going on. Number 86, most wanted airdrops. Remember this? We're talking about LibertySwap, talking about airdrops yesterday. A lot of stuff about airdrops yesterday from LibertySwap, and that's another product offering coming up, no doubt, soon. Most wanted would probably be one of those. I guess they've got LP pairs, I think, with them. Doubt token. So we've got two other big memes here. Doubt and most sitting at 86, 87, just up over 0.5%. Let's say 2/3 of a penny. Oh, sorry, 2/3 of a percent. Kind of sitting there at the moment. We've got Firewall sitting there as well. Ink Dollar, obviously stablecoin, Staked ETH, controversial Staked ETH, right? That has minting functions. I haven't seen any disapproval of that at the moment, but the price pumped. And the price is still staying up there at the moment at 9,300 a penny. But if it does have a minting issue, that is not great because we've already had enough of those. So let us know in the chat there if you guys have been following the Staked ETH issue. And of course, that's a derivative, right, of ETH. So we'll keep a lookout for that. I might do some bit more research on that one, but that's kind of where we are. Scatter at the moment from Nuclear Supply down 3.6%. Sitting at number 93, so we've got a few down. For Investor, the parent of OG WebChef, tokens is down 5.4%. Emmet is taking a bit of a breather at the moment, down 8% at $1.53. No doubt, True DeFi looking at that as a potential re-entry. You want the RSI to come back to probably 50. We're currently at 62, so they don't need to go to 50. Maybe they'll just go to 60, but 50 might be a good bounce there. That is $1.53, still looking very good there from Emmet Farms. And Emmet Farm announced a new offering yesterday, right? So let's go have a quick look at that. Big shout out to Kairos with the old farm offering there. And I don't know, where's on the factory? Yeah. So the factory is now available. So this is a brand new product. We kind of got this also on Nexian Farms, I think. So yeah, you can now create a new farm. You can now drop rewards to your project. So if you're on Pulse Chain, this could be an opportunity for you to create a new reward structure or a new reward offering, and gets us a supply sync as well. So that's out there now. So Farm Factory there from Kairos, awesome addition there. All right, so kind of cool. And it's $1.53. So we'll keep a lookout for this chart. The volume's still pretty steady, around about 8,000, 7,000 on the main pair here for emits. All right, still at 300k market cap right now. Pandax down 13%. This is from Sparta, right? The reward token there. And we've got Top Hat here. Tied in with PCock, funnily enough, is down. What is happening here? Come on, Crypto Coffee. Crypto Coffee, of course, a powerhouse in the Pulse Chain influencer thing, can move markets if he wants, I guess. But suddenly this is just sitting down here with down 18%. So probably some rotation is my guess. So yeah, it's still up on the price, but seems to be down here. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that price, but it seems to be down. I don't know why it's saying 18%. We've got a nice pump, but it's probably this red candle in here somewhere. That's the issue. Let's have a look at the PCock ratio. See where that's going. Yeah, down. So a bit of a sell out there. It looks like a bit of volume coming in. 9k on thin liquidity. So down it went 5.9, just below 0.6 PCock per top hat there. So let's see if that reverses in due course. But not looking particularly good for that chart at the moment. All right, thank goodness the US dollar price is up, right, with the old PCock. So that's kind of where we are right now. And yeah, PCock looking pretty strong. So let's go to the main pair for PCock as we get into the news for the projects. And PCock, of course, LibertySwap will be the front and center there. Let's get rid of the overlays. And this is the hourly chart. So we could just continue to rise, So this was 12 o'clock. Let's see what we were yesterday when we were doing the live stream. Let's see, where are we up here? 2 to 12 to 12. So I think we're all the way back here, are we? I think we are. So this is where we were yesterday doing the live stream, and this is what's happened since. So it's up 31% since we did the live stream yesterday. It's pretty similar to the 24 hours there, so it makes a lot of sense. But that is it. That's up 31. So pretty amazing, right? Pretty amazing on that one, and did break out, right? Broke out and up it went. So PCock there, and sitting just below 0.2 of a penny, and is pretty just off the all-time highs here. Now we are seeing a little bit of variability in the price average reported on some of the platforms like CoinMarketCap. It's very subtly higher actually, but at the moment this is kind of where we are. The market cap 16.6 million, guys. So let's have a quick look at the pulse ratio on the old PCock. This is on the main pair, right? The main pair. And it's sitting at 1,248. So if you had got PCock really young, like really low, you have been making a lot of pulse. So if you are into trying to increase your pulse bags, you would have done very well indeed. In fact, let's look at how well you would have done if you had managed to pick it up. Let's say, I'm not going to go to the bottom here, but let's say that you had been here since September last year. You would have got it for 51. 51 pulse would have been the price to pay. And now you'd be up a lot. So you'd be up inside 109 days. That's just over, that's about 3.5 months, let's say. You would be up 2,300%. So that's a 24x in your pulse bags, 24x. So you could have been a complete idiot. Come in. I'm not saying you were, but you could have been. And you'd be up 24x. You'd out to all the smart traders out there. And that's a pretty good play. Anyway, jokes aside, that is pretty impressive. Let's look at the market cap though, in the old market cap on US dollars, and we can see that we're sitting at 16.84 million. So we haven't beat the old time. So we're still not beating the all-time high. The all-time high was here at 23.94. So we're just going to round at $24 million. So we've still got a way to go to get the market to take out the previous market cap. So still more upside there. And we're up, that would be a 41% gain in the old PCock there. So pretty exciting. All right. Let's see here. We've got some more comments about PCock there. So yeah, we got Sean O'Malley says, ride or die on the bird PCock to run hard. We got Craig Pitt there says, morning all. Good to see you, Craig. Big shout out. Hey, Superman and gang from Aluna. Hey, good to see you, Luna. Always a pleasure. Love the little heart there. And Super Snake says, do you have a revenue share favorite? 9mm, PDC UFO, PLS Vouch. I would probably just say all of them are probably reasonable. I haven't done a APR on each of those at the moment. So yeah, I couldn't answer that at the moment. So, but I like all those three of those, is what I would say. In terms of risk to return, I would say probably, let's see, probably Vouch, 9mm, and then PDC UFO, probably in that order. Although it's pretty touch and go between 9mm. I'd have to, haven't thought about the APRs, but that would be the place there. That would be a place, yeah. I've been focused on other things, so that's otherwise I would do stuff like that to focus the relativity APRs on those. All right, so we got Sean O'Malley in house there. PCock is my hex rotation play. Says Sean O'Malley. PCock is my hex rotation play. Nice one there, Sean. Well, it does appear to be a juggernaut, so we're keeping an eye on that. Well, let's jump away from the old charts and get into some of the news around LibertySwap. What's driving this awesomeness, and things about to get even bigger. Now, I had to post this because this is pretty cool. This was from a community person called Cobel PLS, and someone says, who still believes in elk season? And he posted this cool PCock thing on Pulse Chain, and I thought it was a pretty cool picture. Look at that. It's not bad, is it? It's pretty rich. I got PCock with the machine guns, the bling bling. What's that? The cigars, the money. We got Pepe and Shib and everything else around. Pretty cool. I thought it was a pretty good image, so just wanted to showcase that. But let's get into the news. Obviously, we got PCock on now on CoinMarketCap since yesterday. Obviously, some money is flowing into the old PCock. People were discussing who's driving that money. LibertySwap does say that money's coming over the bridge from other chains to come and buy PCock, so that's positive as well. But here we are at just below 0.2 of a penny, and we can see that we're climbing. Now, if you haven't hit the old green button on CoinMarketCap, you should do that. But here's the big news today: is that, as you guys know, yesterday we were sitting over 4,000. All right, we're sitting over 4,000 on the ranking, and we're now at 3,931. So we're now broken that 4,000 mark, and it's only up from here, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how much of a price impact or increase will change the ranking. And of course, where's the goal? What did LibertySwap? Top 50. Top 50 was the goal, right? So, and I think if we recall, that was about 1.5 billion, I think, was the top 50 mark here on CoinMarket. CoinMarket's quite different as an index from CoinGecko. CoinGecko only has about 20,000 tokens, whereas CoinMarketCap has like 29 million. So, if you think about 29 million coins and it's sitting now below 4,000, that's pretty good for the PCock. Now, to get to the top 50, of course, let's go see what that would be right now. And that would be sitting at $1.5 billion. So there we go. Qcoin is our target. Qcoin has got a target on your back. Maybe people should put that out there on social media. Top 50, Qcoin, we're after you, and get some harvest some engagement there. How about that? All right, so that's the play there at the moment. Pretty cool. All right, and we know to get to the top sort of 6-7 meme coins, we need to get to $1 billion. So it's a little bit easier to get to that from where we are right now. What did we say the market was? 16.6. Let's do a little moon math. So 1,000 divided by 16.6 is what we said. I think we did. Then that's a 60x from here. Yesterday, it was a 70x, wasn't it? 70x. Now it's a 60x. How times have changed so quickly once you go up a bit in price. So pretty cool. Let's see how we get on there, and just double checking the market cap. Yeah, we got the FD. We got 16.5. So yeah, 60x from here, guys. It was 70x yesterday. Bring on the price increases. Let's FOMO this coin all the way to the moon. All right, so let's get into some of the breakdown. I did do a little post to summarize a little bit of the things that I saw this morning, and so we're going to go through this quickly as this is a summary. PCock dominates Pulse Chain and climbs rank below 4,000 on CoinMarketCap, now number 3939. I think we were around that when we just looked. Price is up 33% on Dex Screeners, top 100 trending. Now also listed on portfolio tracker CoinStats, so that's another listing since the CoinMarketCap listing, and that's a portfolio tracker. More listings are coming, says LibertySwap. More listings are coming. Very excited about that. Now, obviously, people are talking about centralized exchange listings. We know that that they've talked about Coinbase, but sometimes these things can take longer than others. So if they get that up quick, that could be amazing. We know that CoinMarketCap was going to be a bit slow, but looks like they got over the mark there. So you imagine a Coinbase listing. Gee, I mean, that's a bit of a change of a game. Now, I don't know what happens with the supply side of things. And maybe PCock, maybe LibertySwap will have to offer up some of their treasury PCock to get the liquidity out there. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Coinbase will put a request out. I don't know. We're going to trade from this day. Send us your PCock or whatever. I don't know. Pump Tires Wave 3 is here. I guess they have to support Pulse Chain. I think they do, don't they? I don't know. We'll double check on that. But new protocol upgrades are in the pipeline. So not only more listings coming, but new protocol upgrades. We know they're doing a lot of stuff. We talked about that, I think, yesterday. They're doing everything, you can think of just about. It's going to be a juggernaut. New protocol upgrades are in the pipeline. And, of course, we know USD stablecoins are coming soon with the privacy solution. Pretty awesome. Pump Tires Wave 3 is here. They're also doing stuff around pump tires. And everyone is still sleeping on this opportunity. So it's exciting. Of course, memes picking up as well. LibertySwap aims to capture a large share of privacy and cross-chain volume. And they're going to do it in a pretty unique way, solving, being at the frontier of solutions as well to capture that volume. So pretty exciting there. What will happen to the OA ProveX sacrifice? Well, LibertySwap has teased about that. When you see that much ETH flowing out of Tornado Cash from the OA there, Genius sacrifice wallet, whatever you want to call it, and the ETH mainnet to ETH Railgun to wrapped ETH Pulse Chain, in other words, the bridging through the privacy solution, routes to be finalized together with private stablecoin paths. Now, we've got obviously USDC coming. It's not hard to see the potential forming. Now, will we see all that capital come in through the privacy network onto Pulse Chain? Boy, that would be a stir. That'd be quite the stir, wouldn't it? Pretty amazing there. Valiant says, LibertySwap is the golden goose in disguise, says Valiant there. Indeed it is. So let's unveil the disguise. Let's unveil it. So pretty cool stuff there from LibertySwap. There's a bit of a summary for me. Let's go through some of the posts from LibertySwap. This was the last one we had for today, like the beginning of the day. We're excited to announce that PCock is now available on CoinStats, which I highlighted in my post. One of the earliest portfolio tracking apps I used when I first got the crypto. More listings are coming, so obviously that's very bullish. Very cool. And just add the wallet address and sync. There we go. We got up only from Sean. Nice one there. All right, so very cool. And let's scroll up here a little bit more. Now, we're going to come back to that actually later on, this whole Poseidon thing. We'll probably talk about that later, actually. What else there? We'll just jump through that as well. I won't read that one. 6 hours ago. It's great to see PCock return to 2 cents while new protocol upgrades are in the pipeline. Pulse chain projects are stepping up to compete with others. We aim to capture a large share of privacy and cross-chain volume. Very cool. They are building a ZK wallet. I remember it's going to be some sort of hybrid between normal wallet and a privacy wallet to make all wallets compatible with Pulse chain. However, this will take time, so it's still going to take a little time, and that we'll be tracking that. It's on their roadmap. Friends, now who else is making a wallet right now? Well, we know Ramp Now is, right? Ramp Now is making a wallet, not a privacy one, but making a pretty cool wallet, and we do need a couple more wallets, right? And particularly easy to use. Like I find Rabby wallet quite easy to use, quite intuitive. So you need kind of that sort of stuff. Now we're also seeing MetaMask do an upgrade. Now you've got those sort of multi-chain tokens showing now. Obviously multi-chain is the future, so I guess that kind of is kind of cool. But I actually prefer switching. Do you guys prefer switching? I just rather than having everything there. I don't know. I'm still in two minds, but I do prefer switching to some degree. But yeah, maybe I'll get used to the multi-chain thing. It's kind of, I guess, more logical in some ways. But yeah, I do prefer switching and isolating chain assets. But definitely we're excited about that. So we've got a couple of wallets coming the way. And will Richard Hart have a wallet or be involved in any of these other wallets? So we shall see. We shall see there. Be interesting. 5 hours, friends, to onboard users to Pulse Chain. Please stop using Base Wallet, they say. It does not support Pulse Chain and does not allow users to export a private key that is compatible with non-smart contract wallets. In the meantime, you can use Internet Money Wallet and Pulse Wallet, interesting enough. Now, Pulse Wallet is a Rabby fork, right? But last time I tried to use it, I was still it didn't show up a lot of things that I expected, so I'll give it another go, but that's kind of where it is there at the moment. Let me know if you guys are using Pulse Wallet at all. Turbo there saying Pulse, the PCock has taken the flight. Pretty cool. 135% since New Year's Eve. Not bad, not bad. Pulse Chain's mascot, they're saying. Is that the truth? PCock? I guess it might be. And LibertySwap, of course, said pump tires wave 3 coming. I'm not sure what they whether that conjured up a lot of questions. But yeah, that is positive. Looking forward to that. What else there? 4 hours ago, the shift in crypto wallet infrastructure creates high risk of locked funds and fragmented users. Does indeed. ZK wallet there coming down the path there from the old LibertySwap. What else there? Now, yesterday they were talking about a lot of meme coin airdrops, staking PCock. So they got 2 different approaches they might do for that. So I'm going to keep a lookout for that. They'll be both airdropping pump tire sort of meme tokens, but also potentially non-pump tires as well. So that's coming down the line. That could be pretty popular, especially as PCock gets more value intrinsically and also pulls more value in for Pulse Chain, right? So this is the big quote that I put in my post. When you see that much ETH flowing out of Tornado Cash, and we're going to look at that in a minute, and ETH, that bridge there, that privacy route, game on, right? And of course, stablecoins coming. We've got the Liberty later there. What else there? A few more days, LFG. A few more days. So a couple more days for that, guys. A couple more days to get that coming out. So we should have the stablecoin coming out in a few more days. So what are the 8th now? So maybe by the weekend, maybe by Sunday, we got that stablecoin coming out. Keep a lookout for that. And of course, maybe we might see the big sacrifice money come in. Well, that would change the game completely, wouldn't it? Invisibly buying and selling. Well, probably just buying. Right? No selling. But we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Because I still think 10K is the mark, but maybe LibertySwap knows something I don't know. If you do not own PCock, you are missing the best part of trading Pulse Chain assets this cycle. PCock is owned mostly by the Pulse Chain communities, and this is shaping up to be the loudest, most successful community in crypto. So that's kind of bullish. Very cool. New wave of meme coins is making a comeback. Indeed. We've got the rockin' PCock there. I like that. It's kind of cool. Yeah, game on. Green candles all around. More listings coming. They're reiterating that, so that's kind of neat. I always like looking at their replies because you get just about as much information as their main posts. That's kind of neat. So that is all the hottest stuff there from the old LibertySwap today. So game on. More listings coming. More products and ecosystem features launching. It's about to get real with the USD stable coming and finishing off their privacy routes for ETH and of course which we've already got running. It's going to be huge. So lots of stuff coming there down the Googler there. It is going to be a giant heavyweight, what I call it, a juggernaut ecosystem on Pulse Chain, going multi-chain of course, and I'm very excited about where that's heading. Very cool indeed. Now I just want to give a big shout out to Poseidon there. He posted something I've wanted for ages. Do you guys remember that? I said to you guys I wanted this for ages. So I was very excited when I saw it yesterday, and that is Pulse Town is live. Now, I did post it on YouTube and X, but it's a cool animation of the Pulse Chain blockchain. Oh, yay! We always watch them on Ethereum and other chains, but to have it on Pulse Chain now, very cool. So a big shout out to him. And I think we can see it live. This Pulse Chain's blockchain live. We even got Richard Hart added now, and they've also upgraded all the transactions that are coming in, I guess. So very cool. So Richard Hart, they're helping all the transactions get on the blockchains. So every train, I guess every cab train is a block, and we've got all the transactions going in there. So it's really great to have this, isn't it? Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool to have that? So yeah, it's got the block height at the top there, the transactions per second, the base fee, the pending transactions, and the last block. Very cool. So yeah, well done to that. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely check it out. I'll post the link here to on this one. I might repost this too. Why not? Let's do it. I did yesterday's one, but we'll do it again. That is the link there to Pulse Chain blockchain animation. So congrats. We needed this, guys. We needed it. It's going to be great for promoting, and it's going to be good. Pulse Chain animation. Let's do all of that. Animation. Bam. There we go. All right. So that is awesome, mate. That is awesome. Pulse down, man. Pulse down. Very cool. Sean says PCock just crossed 2 cents. Woohoo! Let's go. We got Hexvader in house there. Hey, gang. Good to see Hexvader. Welcome to the chat as well. And that is the link to the old Pulse Chain blockchain animation. Check it out, guys. Awesome stuff. All right. Cool. I reposted that on the main on my profile if you want to check it out. if you're watching on X. So that is cool. Looks so cool, isn't it? And they got Richard Hart running around. delay opportunity. That's pretty funny. Let's go full screen. Let's go full screen on that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Is that cool or what? You can watch that for ages. I thought about, you could put it on a slide. I don't want to ruin my my YouTube feed, but you could put that on like 24 hours or whatever. I think you can do 12 hours right at the time. But you could put that on. I don't know how many people would come and watch that in the Polystone community and chat. You can chat while you're watching it, but put some cool music on. And watch the blockchains. I don't know. That's it. That's kind of cool. All right, let's move away. Let's get into the next big thing coming up. Of course, potentially launching anytime, maybe today. It was supposed to be Thursday, so anytime, and that is Rack and Michelle and Coin Mafia. We're excited for it. It is very, very innovative. It is going to be across virtually every chain. I mean, 380 chains or something. It is a new launch pad. It will be both a direct competitor to Pump Tires and not a direct competitor because it's got so many differences. And so, yeah, it's going to be fun to see that. But it's going to be on every chain. So normally, launch pads are on one chain. It's going to be on all the chains. So pretty exciting. Now, I'm not sure how many will be live on launch, but it's going to be a lot probably. So, yeah, very, very cool. We know that Joshua Wu is the director, and he's been already ramping up, promotional activities on that. And no doubt they are ready to unleash a lot of things. The website's been getting tons of hits. They've got apparently some big back network of millions of potential views coming. So that's all back there as well. They've got a lot of other stuff that they've obviously got worked up to promote this. You've got two things to do. I said this in a chat the other day. I said builders build and promoters promote. But when you do both things together, whoa, watch out. It's pretty awesome. So that is where we are right now, ladies and gentlemen of the digital frontier. This is from Ricker. In the spirit of absolute transparency and unassailable fact, let me address these swirling whispers with the clarity that they so desperately lack. Every wallet associated with the Coin Mafia VIP whitelist was meticulously crafted under my direct oversight, bearing no ties, correlations, or entanglements to any external entities, histories, or narratives ever. This is not speculation, it's verifiable reality etched in the immutable ledger of the blockchain itself. To those self-anointed experts and third-party provocateurs peddling, I feel like I'm in a movie, this is great writing, peddling a contrived analysis and baseless claims, consider them categorically refuted and dismissed as the fabricators they are. We operate in a realm of innovation and value creation, not playground theatrics. If your pursuits require manufacturing drama to sustain relevance, but perhaps it's time to reassess your portfolio. Onward to building empires, not entertaining echoes. So there we go. And apparently, Grok agrees there. So that is out from Rackham over the last 24 hours. We are expecting a launch pretty much, I guess, in a minute. Hashtag extremely soon. And then we got this 7 hours ago. Greeting from Rackham Michelle and Coin Mafia. This is not a meme, not a coin, and not a short-term experiment. Coin Mafia is an EVM standard designed to define how cryptocurrency launches operate across every EVM chain. We do not measure success by charts. We measure it by a model built for multi-year market dominance. Coin Mafia exists to eliminate rugs, neutralize manipulation, and protect participants by design. And I think a lot of those features are going to be really fun to see play out and are desperately needed. So I think that's cool. Refunds are native. Incentives are aligned. Every launch follows enforced rules that do not change midstream. We do not want hype-driven chaos. We demand engineered structure. We will accept nothing but the best in class. We are not asking all EVMs, one framework, one standard there. So pretty exciting stuff coming there from Rack and Michelle. All right. And I love the branding. So the branding, very important there. All right. So that is the latest there from Rack and Michelle. Now we are waiting for the launch. Apparently, it's supposed to be pretty imminent. I don't think we've got the Coin Mafia stuff. If you're not following Coin Mafia, you should probably give them a follow. So it's Coin Mafia X on X. So definitely do that. And I might post that link in the chat here on YouTube. But that is the link to join the old Coin Mafia and get involved. It's about to drop. And I know that Joshua Wu will be all over this thing. Joshua Wu will be all over this thing as director, and he will be promoting and marketing like a boss. So we're looking forward to that. Very, very cool. Now, did we have the link here on the? I think we did, but I can't remember if I saw it here or not. Yeah, we got the CoinMafia.io. So this is the website, CoinMafia.io. So not launched yet, obviously, but launching soon. And we were expecting Thursday. That was the rumor. So it could be very soon imminent. It could be after the live stream. I don't know. It could be pretty close. So we're definitely following that. Director is Joshua Wu. Let's see if he's got any post up at the moment. Nothing quite yet. Last post was 9 hours ago, but must be getting very close to launch. That is where we are right now. All right. So we get to ProveX, guys. That's our last topic of the show. We're at the 55 minutes on the hour. Let's see how we're getting on here. We might even come back to the PCock chart since it's still going up apparently. ProveX has got 28 minutes to go, and we're in the second to last day. I feel sad. Do you guys feel sad? I feel sad. 58. I'm just kidding, guys. It was a band-aid. It was a band-aid, but it's an opportunity. But day 58, $9.42 right now. And we're about to finish that in 27 minutes. And then we're on the final day. Can you believe it? Final day in 27 minutes. And we're going to go to $10.01 for a 10,000 points. And of course, no volume bonus on that. So we're about to get real. Now let's have a refresh here of the site just to make sure we got the latest and greatest. And what do we got there? How many points? How much money? $403 million, guys. Remember that the retail book had sacrificed 16.4 million. So pretty insane. What's that? About 384, maybe $383 million or something like that. Pretty crazy stuff. The total points 1.27. So by my count, that puts the sacrifice maybe around the OA wallets or the Genesis wallets, whatever you want to call it. Sacrifice wallets are sitting around 75% of the total supply. But we've still got another day to go. The rate's getting more expensive, but that doesn't matter when you got a whole bunch of ETH coming out of Tornado Cash. 403 minus 16.4. I'd like to get the accuracy up there. Is 386.6 to $386.6 million gone in there from the old OA sacrifice or sacrifice wallets. Pretty huge. And let's have a look at the points there. So 1270 minus 320. That was the retail amount. 320 billion points. That's 950 billion points, almost a trillion so far. And that is where we are. So 950 divided by 1270. And that suggests that, 75%, guys. 75% control at the moment by the sacrifice OA wallets there. And we've got 1 day to go. Are we going to see more excitement come? Is it going to head towards 85 to 95%? That's kind of what we talked about. Will it try and go for at least 85? So that would expect more to come in. We'll be watching that. Now we do have some insights. So let's quickly go to the recent page. We've got, like I say, the Ethereum here sitting at almost to $400 million now. And that's pretty cool. And then you can see all the ETH. And then we've got the Pulse chain not really changed, 3.7 million there. Ripple at 250,000. We've got BSC at 182, Base at 140, and then Bitcoin at 121 there. So fun times. We're just about in the last day, 25 minutes to go. And you guys will miss the ProveX sacrifice, won't you? You'll miss it. You go, I missed that thing. Damn it. It was so lovely. I loved it. I loved the whole experience. But there it is. And of course, all that money is raised, 16.4 million. That's more bags, more magical carpet ride bags. We're going to watch that out. And of course, launching on Pulse Chain, attract more attention. Now, someone was asking before, was it Super? I think it was Super Snake. Where do you think this momentum might go? Well, maybe we're going to get some fireworks from the old Richard Hart after the 10th there. So that's only a day away, guys. We're going to get some fireworks. What are we going to get? What's going to happen? A couple of days, says LibertySwap, until they complete their privacy bridge with the stablecoin and the ETH. The ETH is already up, so we're going to see some fireworks there too. I mean, there's lots of opportunities. We could have gold mode candles, privacy mode candles. We've got lots of things potentially coming, right? Could be cool.
You could get a God candle at any moment. You could get a giant green candle at any moment because it's easier to get them because it takes less economic energy because there's less of it for sale.
So you just never know. So lots of things could happen in the next few days, and Pulse Chain goes from level to level, and everyone gets caught out, right? Because we're kind of still stuck in that range at the moment. We talked about that earlier on the pulse charts, but it could all break free very soon. And what did Richard say? I'm focused on pulse chain season, not altcoin season. But he also said that 10,000 ETH is very important. So, but hey, look, you can bring it over, use a little bit of a time, let ETH price go up, use a little bit more. There's lots of opportunities there. Maybe he's got more protocols coming as well to instead of sacrificing stables and ETH and stuff like that, you're going to sacrifice pulse chain cores. Maybe it's a wallet, maybe it's some other protocol. There's lots of options there that potentially could come down the line as well, and that could cause quite the stir there. It could be pretty cool. Anyway, CryptoSolve has been covering this, so big shout out to him. And he got Tornado Cash 100 ETH and anonymity set has been slashed by 40%. So Tornado Cash itself, its ETH has gone all the way down. Broke records with the old Pulse Chain SAC going in there, and now it's all being drained out, down 40% in the last 3 days because it's gone into the Prevex sacrifice, right? Pretty cool. Just under 120,000 ETH is sacrificed in the last 3 days, with the sacrifice wallet now sitting at number 45 on the list of top ETH holders, coming out of that Tornado Cash privacy there. And then the top 10, if you exclude the centralized exchange and contracts, it holds 0.1% of the entire ETH supply there as well. Pulse Chain, I like, share, and repost. So pretty cool. Got a few little snippets there of the Tornado Cash balance. It looks like I got $558 million there. What else? Let's have a quick look. So yeah, there's I guess the wallet that's sitting there at number 45 with 121,000 or ETH there at the time of print. What else we got going? So LibertySwap says, I also wonder about the silence. Usually big accounts make a lot of noise over just a few thousand ETH moving, yet this 120,000 ETH move gets total silence. Yeah, not sure if we've seen any of the wider market, which normally reports on big moves like Bitcoin and ETH, talking about this today. I'm not sure whether we have. Now, there are a couple of sites that do that. I haven't managed to check them, but if they have, then it's good, but it doesn't appear to be at least 8 hours ago. So if they've done that since, maybe that's the case. All right, so kind of cool. That is where we are on the old Tornado Cash. And like I say, we got just over 20 minutes to go to the final day here at the end of day 58. And then day 59 is starting. So big time, big things. What will happen on the old Pulse Chain in another 24 hours and 20 minutes? Will we see anything happen? Will something happen? Maybe by Sunday. Tornado LibertySwap has their whole system set up. Could see some sparks fly. All right, so that is pretty much that on the old Prevex. Almost 1 day to go, guys. 1 day to go. 75% is controlled by the OA / sacrifice / Genesis wallets, whatever you want to call them. That is where we are. All right, so let's go to one more check of the old PCock, since apparently it's gone a little bit higher. Let's see here. I don't know, maybe it slipped back while I was talking about the other stuff. Looks, yes, just on deck screen, it's still pretty much around where we had it before, just below 0.2 of a penny. I'm not sure. I think CoinMarketCap probably similar. Still have that link still. I do. Let's have a look. Yeah, PCock, it's still showing on just below 0.2 of a penny right now, but still looking pretty good, isn't it? With the old peers there. Funny enough, Liquid Loans is now taking number one spot, which is funny, up 38%. So very cool stuff there from the old PCock LibertySwap there rolling out. And some of the stuff I would say is that, LibertySwap's rolling out DeFi. They're rolling out MemeFi, rolling out the bridges and the swapping, the big liquidity pools, capital efficiency. I mean, what isn't this team doing? Hardly nothing. Privacy, multi-chain. I mean, it's just an absolute titan, an absolute juggernaut. And it's just getting bigger and bigger as they roll out. Now, with all those things, they can clip the ticket on most of those things, and they can use that in their treasury to build up the LP, to buy up PCock, all sorts of stuff, and then they can go offer new features like staking for meme coins and things like that. And so that gets more supply off the market, and how it's pushed it up. They've got 60x to go, haven't they? 60x to go to get to that billion mark, and they've got a bit higher to go before that to get to the top 50, right? Top 50 there. So pretty exciting stuff. Let's just quickly do some more moon math there. And let's just pretend we know what we're talking about here. No, I'm just kidding. We're going 0.68, and yeah, so it's a 90x, just under a 90x. Let's just say 89x to get top 50, guys. 89x to get top 50 on the old CoinMarketCap of $1.5 billion. So that's that kind of their target, 89x to go. But to get to $1 billion, that is, and getting the top meme coins, top 6-7 meme coins in the world, that is about a 60x from here. And look, this is a utility-driven meme coin. Like I say, it's doing pretty much everything. It's got a unique privacy solution which they're working on with a unique multi-chain liquidity solution that they're working on for privacy. That is going to be a game changer. It's kind of the holy grail. And looks like these guys have got the idea. They're building that out. They've got a wallet coming, all the rest of it. That's going to be huge. So keep an eye out on everything they are doing. And of course, I think they're just going to tie ProveX and like that. So it's going to be another day in the office tying the old ProveX solution, and they'll probably be first to market on that too. So pretty exciting things coming forward. Obviously, markets go up and down, so there's always profit taking on the way. You got to get rid of people say, "Hey, look, I made a nice profit. I'm gonna clip out here," and some new people come in. And then the price goes up to another level, so you're going to have all that too. So nothing's invincible, but we do see charts that deliver constantly value get pushed up, and maybe if maybe Richard Hart is involved, maybe something else happens as well. We'll see. All right, bang bang, like gang, says Frank White. Yeah, this weekend's going to be really interesting, I think, guys. It's going to be a really interesting weekend between LibertySwap, the OA sacrifice wallets, all that sort of stuff playing out, finishing this weekend. This weekend could be pretty interesting. We're going to see. It'll be funny. Like a lot of people think, it'll probably end up being a flat weekend, like real flat profit taking or something like that, rather than another moon time. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But you got to feel pretty optimistic with everything's going at the moment. And of course, Pulse at the moment is a pretty good entry, right? Pretty good entry for Pulse. Should we have a look at the Pulse chart just to finish off the day? Let's see where we are on that. So let me full screen there. Pulse is up 4.8% today. Let's check out the chart on the weekly. This will be our final coverage here. We're up to now in 7 minutes. But that is the Pulse chart right now. We're sitting on market cap there. Let me just switch over the price. And we're back on the daily here. So on an hourly there. So that's the hourly chart. So we're kind of looking good on the hourly. But let's go to the trader's view of 4 hourly. See what the short-term outlook looks like. Well, we're still riding up the 9 moving average. We're above the 21 moving average. So everything's looking pretty bullish here. We already crossed the 50-day moving average. If we get that the 21 crossing that 200 moving average there, that's hyper bullish. So keep a lookout for that, guys. I'd add a 21-day moving average onto your screen. But we keep heading up a couple of good days in the office there into the weekend. In the ProveX sacrifice, LibertySwap launching, USD stable, finishing off that whole major wrapped ETH USDC solution. We could be climbing out of this pretty nicely, right? We've got higher lows at the moment on the 4 hourly, so everything looking pretty good. So that's pretty good for that short time frame, right? So let's go to the daily, a bit longer time frame. We've got room in the RSI there on the 4 hour too. What do we got happening here? So we got. Let me just. We got the. Can I hide that? I think I can. Not sure if I can actually. But we've got the getting close on the 9 to the 21. So the 9, they're just about to cross. So, but that pink line is the 9 moving average on the daily, and then you've got the 21 moving average on the purple there, and the 9's about to cross over. So that's a very bullish sign. We've got a nice little consolidation here, really low on the daily on the RSI 48, looking really good for the weekend. So we get some good action with ProveX and LibertySwap and maybe a few other things. Looking very positive to the upside there. What else? We've got these payroll data tomorrow, remember? So non-farm payroll. If that comes positive, then that could be bullish too. Also help us, right? Have a bit of a wind in the sails. And then we've got the 50-day moving average up here at just below 1,800. Still very low prices. All down here, all very low, of course. So getting up there, probably not too bad. 1,800 right now. Let's do it. And that would be even more bullish, right? Because then we'd be starting to target up here at the 200 moving average, which is currently at 2,800. That'd be very cool to get back up there. That's also in terms of resistance on previous candles. You're talking about a couple other moves here. So next rise up to 1,800. That matches up. So we've got 2 different things matching up with the moving average. Next one would be 2100, getting back over there, right? That would be quite easy to do, I think, once we get past this 50-day moving average. It'd be quite easy to do that. And it's really a bit of a nice run here until we get to some resistance around 27 to 2800. So that's going to be the next resistance level there, facing resistance where we previously had support, right? So those kind of things. We've got plenty of room in the RSI on the daily, only below 50 there. Weekly, they're coming off the bottom. So you can see we're set up nice, man. Set up nice for the year. We've got still got good short-term opportunity. We've got definitely good optimistic opportunity there for the daily. And the weekly there looking humdinger, right? We're way down at 34 on the RSI. And you can see the chart speaks for itself, down pretty low. Now, I know there were other people think we're going to go down another level. Well, at the moment, that's looking less likely, I would say, with the positivity around ProveX and LibertySwap and things like that, helping lifting excitement there. So yeah, game on. And of course, if we LibertySwap does get a Coinbase listing or something like that, boy, that's another game on, right? Another game on. We'll see how all that plays out. I'm not going to front run that launch too soon, but that's definitely on the cards. So if that listing does happen, they said more listings are coming. So if it as a centralized exchange is one of those, pretty big deal. So yeah, we got 1568 right now. Plenty of room to move. At the moment, we got the 9 weekly average at 1878. So 1800, kind of a key level there. And then the next one there for the 21 moving averages at 2500. So once we're above 2500, we said 2728 resistance. So that's a nice range there on the weekly, and game on. So they're currently the 50 week moving average is at 3300. And so that's something for the future, right? To attack there. We don't have a 200 yet on this pair, but that's probably not too far away. In fact, how far away would that be? Let's have a look. We're at 138, so still got quite a way to go before we get the weekly 200 moving candle there. Fast of says a new RH post to check out. Okay, we'll check that out before we finish up here. Liking the green on my watch list. Very nice. Is Hexcavator. Yeah, we've got this. So we've got LibertySwap. We got Coin Mafia. Very, very exciting stuff here. Let's quickly go and check out Richard Art. Apparently he's got some food in store. So let's go check out the old Richard, the old RH. The old RH. All right, let's see what he's got here. What's he got? 26. So he's got a few copies here, hasn't he? 26 minutes ago. Geniuses, how much liquidity do you wish ProveX had at launch? And what coins, what chain? Woo! So we're talking about the Pulse chain chart. Well, it looks like it's going to get a bit of rocket under the pants. I don't know what the phrase is, but it's looking pretty good there. Yeah, definitely looking pretty cool. Was it genius replies from Fast Dev Tool as well? Well, we'll check that out. We'll check your comments there fast. So yeah, that is just come out 26 minutes ago. So we're going to repost that actually. That's getting excitement going, guys. What Fast Abdul says, I'd launch with multiple INC farms, that's ink farms, immediately, so liquidity spreads across main routes. Pulse chain should dominate at least 10x the liquidity of any other chain, paired primarily versus Pulse, with secondary pools versus other RH coins. Add excess liquidity on the chains people actually use, paired versus the chain's native gas token. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. This makes it easier for users to transact where they are, then route flow into the buy and burn with minimal friction. A tiered plan, a large Pulse chain, 3 to 5 million, medium ETH, BNB, Solana, 100 to 500K each, and then small, top 20 chains, 5 to 20K each. I like it. Let's repost that. Let's give the repost there. Nice work there. All right. So let's scroll up here a little bit more. They've got other people's comments, but we're going to scroll up. So that is from Richard just 28 minutes ago. We've got this one here from 14 minutes ago. Geniuses. So that's the one there. What are your favorite ideas for making ProveX launches at 0 and trades at 0 for at least a day? And then they got, it's sad that I have to explain everything with such detail that even a complete idiot has a chance at understanding it. So here I am again, explaining again what I've already explained before. It's great to receive things that have zero value because there may be tax incentives. The Pulse chain launched and traded at 0 for a while. So did PulseX, so did Bitcoin. Maybe there's someone new here that already didn't hear me explain this for both Pulse Chain and PulseX before, so my typing ain't for naught. That is from Richard there. No post from Fast Abdul to respond. No, respond. Oh, we got that there at the moment, so that's cool. Have a refresh if there's a new one here. What else? So that is pretty much it. Gene says, how much liquidity to prove on X and what coins and what chain? What are your favorite ideas for making sure ProveX launches at zero? Trades at zero for at least a day. I got to repost that too. All right, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Zen Crypto says, Fast Abdul, why did your coin on the Conquest and all the coins blacklisted? What happened? Lost 10 Ks. Okay, well, you can talk to Fast Abdul about that. That's not something I want to really get into here. That is where we are right now on the old Richard Hart. So yeah, we may have all the right fundamentals. I talked about that. If we get stuff around ProveX in the next 24 hours, it's game on, guys. I mean, instantly it's going to be game on because all those pools get set up and tokens get launched and everything else. This weekend's could be an absolute blitz. Fast Abdul says that is just the Pulse Chain Trump scammer guy. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, no drama on the channel. No drama on the channel there. Yeah, I know. It just popped up. Ignore. Yeah. There's a no drama channel, so if you got any queries, just go direct to the people that you got an issue with. All right, so that's kind of where we are. That's where we are. We're looking good. So Pulse Chain chart, man. Keep a lookout for this weekend. 24 hours to go to ProveX finishes. We've got PCock is now over 2 cents. So that's going to get fuel after these posts from Richard. ProveX looked like coming very, very soon. Pulse Chain about to go ballistic. So let's see, and maybe even it might challenge some of these higher prices. And the highest one here would be that daily chart, right? The daily chart, probably this one up here at 2800 there, and then the weekly one here is also the 21 day is at 25, so 25 to 800 definitely first target with the possibility of going to 3300. Let's see if we can essentially get a 2x on the old Pulse price over the weekend. Boy, that's going to change things, isn't it? You won't get near as much volume if that occurs, and maybe it might even be more aggressive. So that would be pretty interesting. So that would be a 2x on the weekly up to 3300 there, 2.1x. That'd be pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy there. We've got room for the RSI for it. I mean, we've got 30 down at 35. And the daily there, we're at below 50. So we've got room for a big move. We've got room for a big move on the old 2026. Bring it on. All right. So if we're looking at 2026, let's have a look at the calendar so far. So we kind of bottomed out at the end of 21st. And I did say that on the day. I said, is this going to be the bottom? It kind of felt like that way. And let's see if that's the ultimate bottom there, 1251. And at the moment, we're up 25%. So if we do get a big move, up to this 33 mark, I think I had it right, 33 at the top, that'd be 166% in 8 days, and that'd be a 2.7x, and maybe that's on the cards with some of these things if they all launch, bam. So Rich Art, ProveX pools, multi-chain, we got LibertySwap launching USDC stablecoins, privacy solution, liquidity pools, bridging, swapping, all that sort of stuff. We got CoinMafia launching, blum, and multiple chains. It all just adds fuel to the fire. Could be pretty takeoff time. Hey, big shout out there to Frank White. Just became a member. Appreciate that. Big shout out indeed. I guess we'll do the couple of magical things there. Yeah. Oh, so what I was going to say to you guys is this: if you guys haven't subscribed on YouTube, smash the subscribe button. I think we've been growing on at least 2 out of 3 channels, and I think third channel is about to go. So definitely subscribe there. We're also on X, of course. I'm rebuilding the channel from scratch. My old channel got taken down for no good reason, so we're rebuilding. So if you hit the follow there, we're almost back at 1500. And we're, seems like it's starting to run away a little bit there. So it's really good to see the growth on YouTube and X. We're also obviously on Rumble now. So I haven't checked that today. It's the first day back on Rumble. So I've got all the channels now auto feeding into Rumble. Rumble now has a crypto wallet, if you guys haven't heard that already. So if you are an influencer out there, I would get yourself set up on Rumble, auto load up your videos, and set up your wallet there. And you just never know. It's going to get the Pulse Chain word out there with the auto upload videos, as well as you get crypto tips and all sorts of stuff. So it's kind of cool. Get out there and do that. Pretty fun. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm going to check today to see whether the auto loading is working, all that good stuff. But yeah, pretty exciting times. Man, it's just getting exciting, guys. Woohoo! Things are just ramping up. And of course, Richard's timing, pretty cool. And we know also, what's the other thing that happens on the 10th of January? Essentially, people come back from holiday, right? And they start looking back at crypto and investments and everything else like that. We've obviously seen a beautiful run for the stock market last year, a beautiful run for silver and gold towards the end of the year. But we're really looking for that the majors to really fly. We've already seen a few blue clues with privacy coins going, meme coins going, and now we're looking at real altcoin season, Pulse Chain season, and game on for this year. Pretty exciting. So we will have some volatility. We have got some issues still about loading those before around the Supreme Court and emergency use of tariffs. That's January, February. We're expecting that. We've obviously got interest rates. Doesn't look like we're going to have it cut this at the moment. So maybe March, we're going to have a new chair, right? That's bullish. I mean, a dovish chair. And we'll be watching the payroll results tomorrow, farm payroll, non-farm payroll. And then we've still got what's the issue around, what's the other one that we got going at the moment? There's one or two others that I mentioned. I've just forgotten them right now. But yeah, so we've still got a few issues there. Okay, bit of volatility for the year. We already had our liquidity reset last year. Remember, the 10th of October, ran that out through the end of the year. So we've got a nice base for the rest of it, and it's looking pretty good in the charts otherwise. So you got to feel pretty good. And now we've got lots of cool things happening on Pulse Chain. Yeah, exciting times, guys. Exciting times. All right, we're going to leave it there. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I certainly enjoyed it. And if you guys haven't joined Strategy Club, links in the video description, pinned to the top of X. I'll see you in Strategy Club today. Just over $1 a day to join up there. Lots of intel flying in there, and we're having a good time in the old Discord there. All right, I think we're going to leave it there. Take care. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll have crypto graphics. It's not 100% penciled in, but if he does pencil it in today, we'll be having a talk through with the crypto graphics about Unity, Taurus, and of course their new collaborative staking, which is brand new. So we'll look for that coming up as well. All right, take care, and look. Hopefully by tomorrow, maybe this afternoon, we'll have Coin Mafia live. We'll have ProveX pools maybe tomorrow. It's going to be fun this weekend, guys. I think it's definitely setting up for that. A big shout out to Fast Abdul too there for the alpha and the repost, and everybody else in the chat. Really appreciate that. All right, take care. Bye for now, guys. And special final thanks to Frank White there, the latest member on the channel. Nice one there. Bye for now. Take care.